Welcome to another trade recap. Today's trade recap is for Thursday, January 30th. As this month is approaching to an end, we're ending it off quite strong, quite good. So, as you can see, price action is starting to favor me now in this new coming month. After this terrible month of January, first start of January, because I know a lot of people complain about price action between December and January. Which tends to be the kind of the norm because a lot of people go on vacation, right? But yeah, so yesterday we had FOMC, so we didn't trade. And then today we just had unemployment claims at 8:30 New York time, and then 10 a.m. New York time we had pending home sales, which we know tend to move the market quite a bit, as you can see. So let's start with a higher time frame confluences. So coming into the market, right? We just had these 4-hour lows. And that was about it because these 4-hour highs were swept pre-market. So then we scaled down further into the 1 hour, and we had let me fix this real quick. 1 hour highs, these 1 hour lows, and 1 hour lows down here as well. And we also had these, but these were also swept pre-market, which is why I didn't really highlight it with the thicker line, just a thinner one. These was it for our high time frame confluences. From there, we just go down to the 5-minute. Market opens at 9:30, right? As you can see, like I said, this was swept pre-market. You can see it made the move down. You could have caught, I guess, pre-market. I don't trade pre-market open, but I guess if you really wanted to, you could have just caught this, or I guess a pretty much 101, right? Like right here. Or 101 would have been right here for partials. And your 2-to-1 would have been right here. And yeah, so you would have hit a 2-to-1 perfectly. But I didn't take that trade because I don't trade pre-market. But that's just one trade you could have taken today. But market open swept high time frame highs right on the 1 hour. And then sorry, let me scale down to 5-minute. And then from there we're waiting for that 5-minute candle to form, which is started forming at 9:50. Just closed at 9:55. So 9:55 I scaled down, ready to look for my entry, which was right here. Yes, as you can see. We had a fair value get created here and here. This fair value gap was invalidated. So therefore, you can erase that. We also had this one created, and it kind of didn't really tap into it. Or I think it did. Let me see. Can I zoom in? Well, it kind of tapped into it and then rejected right away. However, what we're waiting for, I made this trade really interesting, was that we were already overbought. So therefore, we know price is likely to come down again. We had this imbalance created and tapped into. Another imbalance created, but right here, why did I take it here and not here? Well, because the cross of the EMAs for extra confirmation, right? When the blue short-term EMA crosses over the red long-term EMA trend, so the blue one's short-term trend and the red one's long-term trend, when they cross, it's just extra confirmation that we are in a short-term trend, we are going down, right? So after we got this fair value gap form, and we got a closure of this rejection candle again, I entered. Stops were at the end of this candle, fair value gap candle's body, and I could have aimed for all the way down here, but because I was in a rush this morning, I just went for a quick scalp of 1.28, so just the first lows that were there. But essentially I could have held all the way down here for a nice 2.56 to 1. But again, not complaining. This was kind of like my mock trade, a ghost trade, just because Again, it was in a rush. I didn't want to be stuck on the charge for too long, so I was just, you know what, like let me just place this ghost trade, I would call it. We got a big fair value gap form. We got a rejection out of it. This is where I would have entered initially. Stops was all the way at the end of this candle, fair value gap candle's body, and then aim for the lows again for the second lows on a high time frame. So the 4 hour lows. These were 1 hour lows and 4 hour lows. Or actually, no, these were also 1 hour lows, and then these were 4 hour lows. Um, but yeah, you could aim for the second 1 hour lows, and yeah, so essentially getting you that. If you would have held right here, it would have been a nice 2.56 to 1. But again, I didn't hold. I'm not complaining. I was going in for a quick scalp today, anyways. But you can see this trade played out very well for the two lows, 1 hour lows. This, let me go over this because it's kind of confusing, right? So, whenever we tend to have a huge push up, like this, market tends to come down. If it's gonna keep going higher to equilibrium, which is why I marked this out right on the 1 minute. From the range of that 5 minute candle, which is right here where it starts. This is now part of the next 5 minute candle downwards, and as you can see, it came down right into equilibrium, rejected, came right back up, and then as soon as it rejected here, that's when I was like, okay, we are going down. But I wanted that extra confirmation above the EMA, so that was like my other confluence, right? The rejection from fair value gap is 1, cross of the EMAs is 2, and 3 is just the overbought, oversold on the R side, which we did have as well. So this is why this is marked out here. Because from the start of the candle to the end of that 5 minute candle, I was marking out because of such a high push. If we were going to keep going higher, it would have respected the level it did respect, but it wouldn't have rejected right here again, which it did. It was disrespecting bullish confluences and respecting bearish confluences. So that's what we like to see in a trend where we are. What we like to see in the market when we are looking to look for a trade, I guess, in the bearish side. Opposite would be obviously if we were bullish for the day. But yeah, that covers my trade for the day. This week, I believe we are 2 for 2. I think I only took 2 trades this week. I don't remember. Might be 3. Wait, let me check. Yeah, just 2 trades this week. Beautiful trades. Beautifully executed. Yeah, tomorrow we have an employment cost index at 8:30 and core PCE price index, and then we also have a 9:45 Chicago PMI. So I will be looking to trade if my setup presents itself. If not, then we'll just wait for next week. Next week we just have final manufacturing or manufacturing prices, PMI, ISMs, and OPEC meetings, JOLTS job openings, non-farm employments, and FOMC on Thursday, and inflation, consumer sentiment, and NFP. So interesting week next week. But yeah, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in and watching my trade recaps. Like I said, I do this to keep myself accountable, to record my trades, to journal them, and also in the process be able to help you guys, those who really watch my trade recaps and are looking to learn. Yeah. With that being said, guys, have a good one. If I don't catch a trade tomorrow, have a great weekend. Catch you on the next trade recap. Peace.